Hello everybody, this is C4 Explorer, and today I have infiltrated part of an abandoned hospital complex, and I'm looking at this interesting machine. I'm not sure what this is. Control panel of some sort. And a room temperature alarm. I've actually done a lot of scouting today. We have a 2016 calendar there. I've done research on this site, and sorry, I almost lost my light there, guys. Sorry. Okay. Done a lot of research on this site. I've actually come up here before, but never infiltrated. And I've heard that at least for a while it was, and supposedly still is now, very secured. We have a surgical light right here, or an exam light, refrigerators, biohazard freezer. This first building, I don't know anything about it really. I think I found entry into like maybe two of the buildings. We got an abandoned vending machine here with no food in it. Sign says break room. Oh wow. So we're entering the kitchen. I'm hoping there's no like motion sensors or anything like that. I don't think there are, but no, I've been sitting outside for the last like hour and a half, just kind of driving around the area, figuring out what I want to do and if I want to do it. And I finally found a parking space that's safe. You know, like on the road, I've seen people, but I really haven't seen anybody on this property. So let's just hope the luck holds out while we're walking through this kitchen here. It seems like this is a pretty huge building. So, oh cool, is that like a food processor? Yeah. Like a fruit cutter, slicer, another slicer. I have a few places on my agenda today. So I'm hoping that we'll have a successful time. Let's see if the water's on. Yeah, no water. Okay, we got some more kitchen equipment. Is that a keg? I don't know what that is. That's pretty neat. We got some tray racks here. Of course, me working in a hospital, I definitely recognize it because I work in the kitchen. I definitely recognize some of this type of equipment. Of course, we use like the racks, sheet tray racks and stuff. And this appears to be, hold on, I'm trying to get stupid light. There we go. Yeah. Got an oven of some sort. That's pretty cool. Neat. Okay. Now, security mirrors that we have. Heavy duty flashlight. Electrical closet. Okay, I know it's kind of dark, guys, and I'm going to be very judicious with my light until I can determine exactly where I need to go and everything. This won't be, hopefully, not as bad as the Explorer I did earlier on in the week that I've uploaded by now. Oh wow, the dish room. Where I literally, like, you get these black spots. Because I couldn't use my light. I was in a building that something moved over there. I was in a building that was very close to an active building, and it was. I mean, you saw the video. I don't know why I'm trying to explain it away again. Okay, what have we in here? Looks like possibly a storage or a maintenance wing. An old scale. That looks like I guess something like a block and tackle. Ow. I think I might have sprained something getting in here. Ow, my leg. We got a lot of stuff here. I hope this door leads to another hallway. Looks like it. Okay. Kind of on a quest to find stairs. Oh wow. Yeah. Like this is similar. Oh no, it's just a room. Okay, I'm gonna pause it, guys. I'll be right back. All right, folks. I successfully found stairs. Fire exit. Oh, okay. Looks like that door is pretty well locked off. I was gonna say, if it was that easy to get in here, I'm gonna be furious. I didn't even see that. Oh wow. This looks like like a dining area. Wow. Bosco's Pizza. Fries. That's supposed to say fries? But yeah, that piece of paper I found earlier. I was talking about that's like, it looks almost exactly like the sign-in sheets that we use in the hospital for when we collect our dirty trays. We gotta sign our initials every time we go up there. That's kind of backwards. Like, I'm used to it. Wash, rinse, sanitize. Employees must wash hands. We got some ceiling fans. I rhymed. I do so love to rhyme. I do it on every occasion. I was a poet, and I wasn't aware of that fact. Okay, we got some United We Stand, Prevent Falls. Yep. Always an important thing to be aware of in a hospital, fall risks. We got a cool mural here. that have a name on it? I'm not sure. Well, if you want to read that, go ahead and pause it. There we go. Huh. And my understanding is that this hospital, it was opened, I want to say sometime in the 40s, maybe a little bit earlier, and closed down, I think, in about the 1990s. If not a little bit later, I'm honestly not entirely sure. There's that same thing. It's got a lady's name down there. I don't want to show that. This was originally a hospital for African Americans. Let's see. I love signage. You know I love signage. I mean, this is pretty pristine. I don't see any vandalism. That would have been a funky way to get in here. They have region of UE. Is that urban exploring? Interesting. If this is what the downstairs has to offer, I'm kind of excited about going upstairs. Lots of old equipment. This, not entirely sure what it's called, but I think this is for like people for physical therapy who are trying to relearn walking, basically. Huh. Let's see, linen. What do we got in here? Yeah, that looked like, yeah, because we got some PT type stuff here. Canes and walkers. Of course, Christmas decorations. Always Christmas decorations. We got some 2020 gold right there. What? Old sewing machines. Nice. Not Singer. It's. I'll try to get on the other side of that. Oh, there's some vandalism. Little kitty cat. Kansu. Maybe. Okay, that's got the name of the hospital on it, so we'll look at it on this side. Wow, pretty neat. This must have been like, I mean, unless they're just storing stuff in here, this must have been like a physical therapy, kind of a chill out room for people. Toilet. It's one of the, that reminds me of George Costanza from Seinfeld. I like those really high toilets. You perched up there like a gargoyle. Well, okay. Oh, that's the name of the diner. The Cherry Blossom. Okay, where were those stairs? By the way, did y'all see the mailboxes? The mailboxes were cool. Those are like old school safe deposit boxes or whatever you call them. Yeah. All right, folks. If you hear like a squeaky sound, it's my boots. Like that. It's an old can opener. And I don't want to slam like our younger generation. I mean, I guess everybody's got to learn, you know. I was part of the younger generation once. Still am to some people. But it's kind of funny that there's some more vandalism. Those can openers at work, of course we have one, and every so often, you know, we get a person in there and they're sitting there looking at the thing and they're like, how does this work? What do you do? And, you know, I just show it to them. is that? Tarston? Anybody ever heard of that? I don't know that I have. Oh, wow. Oh, I can't stop saying wow. Somebody had to vandalize the glass block windows. All right. We got a patient gurney up here. Bunch of canvases. And somebody had to do their artwork and their random stupid themes. There's the gurney. It's pretty cool. Because when you're in a hospital and you don't find a gurney, you're just kind of disappointed. Or a wheelchair or something. I think I may have interrupted myself earlier too. Whoa! There was something. There was something right there, like a bird or a squirrel or something. It scared the crap out of me. I probably scared the crap out of him too. Sorry. And I know that sounds sarcastic, but I really do feel bad. You know. He's like, hey, y'all gave this up. My turn now. I believe that might be the power plant for the hospital. Yeah, I think I interrupted myself earlier in saying that this hospital was, well, these all have the name of the hospital on it. So I'm really trying to avoid that. Unfortunately, there's always somebody who's like, oh, I know where you are. You're here. Of course, you know, like most explorers tend to be pretty discreet. You know, and of course, just because somebody asks me, where is this? Doesn't mean I have to tell them. Sometimes you just can't help, you know, quote unquote, calling out the name. People get mad at you. Well, you're just a gatekeeper. Yeah, kind of am. I mean, I don't want some buffoon coming up here and tagging the place up with stuff like that. Wow, wheelchair. Cool. Got therapy type chair or something, relaxing chair. I feel like we're about to find a lot of really cool stuff. Oh, yeah. It's like we walked into a Macy's. It's like I guess the racks you would hang clothes on, you know? Like a shopping. God, I love finding these. I love finding these so much. That's a pretty old one. This electromyograph. I was going to say oscilloscope, but let's see. Biological Corporation. What is this? Hand, foot. Huh? I don't know, y'all. This looks interesting. It almost looks like maybe like an overhead projector. Oh, there's an overhead projector. Those things were used as back in the day as PowerPoint before you had computers. That looks like a microfiche reader. Yes, we got some barbershop chairs. Look at that. The hair dryers. Untouched. Cool. Wow. Oh, legit barber chair. Nice. I really thought I was just going to come in here and do a video. Which I am, but I still want to take pictures too. I do not want to be here too long. I feel like this is one of those places you really got to watch your butt. Of course, that's true of a lot of places. that? It's like a seated for, I guess, maybe for disabled, handicapped people, children, maybe. This here, therapeutic generator. If I wanted to go straight to the most sinister thing in the world, I'd say that's some sort of an electroshock machine, but I don't know. Static traction, intermittent traction. I wonder if that's, I mean, I really do wonder. Shortwave diathemery. I butchered that word. I don't know what those are. I mean, they might have been, maybe they were used for, like maybe like, not torture, but like, electroshock type therapy. Which maybe feels like torture, I don't really know. Oh, wow. All light. But yeah, I know I have a few nurses in my that are subscribed to me. You're always very good about telling me about things that I don't know what they are, or I mislabel them, or whatever. We got more storage back here. Checking outside too. Fortunately, not seeing anything suspicious. Oh wow. It's like just random stuff. There's an arm to a paper cutter. I got in so much trouble when I was a kid because I can't remember what grade it was, like second or third. Oh wow, wheelchair parts. Second or third grade. My teacher had gotten a new paper cutter, for the class. And I mean, seriously, she was very, very adamant and told all of us, do not touch this for any reason. There's no reason at all why any of you should touch this. It will hurt you very badly. You do not touch this. So, what do you think I did? I touched it. And here's the thing, okay, this is what it was. And I'm not trying to, like, justify myself. I mean, I was a stupid kid. So, But what happened was there were some, you get those kids that are kind of bullies, but they're kind of not. And sometimes they play like, they're your friend, and they just, they want you to fit in with them. And we were all standing in line going to recess or something. And one of them says, hey, I dare you touch that. I'm like, I don't need to touch that, whatever. Record of tuberculosis screening. Well, I think we found our HIPAA violation, folks. So yeah, all I did really was just kind of put my fingers down on the handle and push it down a couple of times. And of course it kind of squeaked, Had my hand nowhere near the blade, never raised it or anything like that. But one of the other kids saw me do that and said, teacher, look what Chad's doing. And man, she reamed me out so good. And I was furious about it. And looking back on it, you know what? I mean, I can eat that. I mean, like I said, she was very adamant about do not mess with this. There's no reason for a little child to be playing with one of these. And that's what I did. So, yeah, that's oh, sorry guys. Okay, I'm gonna pause this. I'll be right back. All right, folks, I'm back in another part of this hospital. I decided to go ahead and do a pick run. There's a singer. Cool. Yeah, I took some pics. Y'all knew I was going to do that. Yeah, I'm keeping my eyes out for. Ooh, okay, I'm not keeping my eyes out for stuff I can trip on. For any, like security or anything like that. I haven't seen anybody, so we're gonna call that definitely good. It's like an old steam press. Been hearing a lot of creaking. I think it's expecting a storm outside. This must have been, my guess is like an activity center in here. I think for the most part, I keep interrupting myself on this because I keep finding cool stuff, but I think for the most part, this was like a mental hospital. Of course, it probably. Whoa. That was literally right in front of me, and I don't see anything. I'm sure y'all heard that thud. Union Special, wow. That is a cool sewing machine. Consequences of obesity. Yeah, I'm hearing lots of sounds. Arterial sclerosis, hypertension, stroke, heart attack. Too many tacos? Not enough lettuce. Okay. Computer. Oh, yeah, I think it's almost St. Patrick's Day. This might be St. Patty's Day weekend. Tis the luck of the Irish. Yeah, we got a picture here. We got some offices we'll go look into. Do not put so linen. I'm just going to meeting going around. Oh, wow. It's a nice little time capsule. Fabrics. I'm trying to get a little bit of light on here. Oh, I can't find my light. We got a little kitty. Cool looking chair. Another nice chair. Come in here. What do we got? Storage area. More Christmas decorations. Oh, wow. These things are cool, like little music box things. My mom and dad had one when I was a kid. Oh, it'll still play too. Glows like a light bulb. Yeah, it sounded like it might have been Frosty the Snowman. It would make more sense, but it sounded like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Which I'll say, perfectly honestly, I got no problem with Rudolph. The story is supposed to have a good message in it. But I was always so insulted when I was a child because, I mean, here's this guy who's different little reindeer, and he's just wanting to be friends, and everybody makes fun of him and they exclude him. I mean, I don't think the story would live through cancel culture. Or maybe it would, I don't know. But yeah, they bully him and make fun of him, and then all of a sudden one day, they're like, wait a minute, this kid could be useful, and they send out Santa, and Santa's all like, hey, Rudolph, look, buddy, that thing that we've been making fun of you for? We really need that right now. Any chance you want to kind of help us out? And of course Rudolph, being the quote unquote bigger reindeer, says, yeah, sure, I'd be glad to help. And he saves Christmas because it's about the children. It's about, you know, like, like setting aside I don't think it's a petty difference. I think bullying is horrible, but setting aside your differences and, doing for the greater good, which Rudolph did, and kudos to him. But yeah, I always hated that. I always hated that Rudolph got so bullied. And then all of a sudden they kind of gaslighted him and said, hey, come help us. We need you now. We're going to be your friend. But I don't know. You know how it is with fairy tales and whatnot. They have a lot of them have some pretty dark, um, dark themes in them and really creepy, weird things that happen. All that peely paint. I can't tell if we were even in here. No, we weren't. Oh, wow, we were not in here. Wow, this looks like a setup almost. We got a picture, butterflies. We got some old tables covered in peely paint. Wow. Old Zenith Behemoth TV. And that's what I call all of these TVs. But I do believe that is the Zenith C there. Yeah. I remember those TVs well. Okay, what else we got? We got a little thingy here. It says Jacobson's Bakery. I don't know if you guys can read that. There you go. Trying to be really careful with my light. We got some swans. Oh, it's 3D. Cool. Yeah, it's like a fabric picture. Oh, we got some condiments. I'm sorry, folks, but I have to say it. Our unabashed dictionary defines condiment as a breath freshening prophylactic. I'm so sorry, don't hit me. I'm not going to explain that joke. This video is not made for children. And I understand that there might be kids watching and they might be really confused and say, what is that? What does that even mean? Google makes us all geniuses. I'm not going to, see if that pulls it out. Oh, man. But yeah, look, this is the beauty shop. The shampooing sink. The little head groove in it. Cool. I think there was a fire here at some point. Somebody was probably smoking. Oops. Okay, let's go in here. Where did we come from, though? Oh, look, that says male, female bathroom. Huh. More stuff. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, that door over there. I kept looking in here. I couldn't tell. Like, I couldn't find a POV. Wow. Definitely getting into maintenance, mechanical, environmental services, janitorial, the boss's office, HR skills. Wow. We got a clock and a map. And what else do I have over this way? Whoops, sorry guys. Dang it. Okay. Got another office. Environmental services. See, I was right. This has the name on it and a name of somebody, but yeah, the environmental services department would be the people who. It's custodial, janitorial. Cartoon of the month. They take out the trash and yikes. All that kind of stuff, like moving the soiled linens to laundry and all that kind of stuff. Boombox. That's how big iPods were back in the 70s and the 80s. Some of them were quite a bit bigger. Okay. Yeah, this is like the facilities area. Preparing for the service awards. Oh, those are actual, like, people that, I think those are actual employees. Oh, look. It's a stained glass goose. Neat. I'll be honest, guys. I was kind of hoping for, and maybe I missed them. I don't know. I was kind of hoping for patient rooms or something. Just got random stuff in here. Oh, I got another bathroom. Service elevator. Those cards have the name of the hospital on it. That's why I keep like diverting away. Okay. Looking for a stairwell, but we got an office. Stupid graffiti on it. Cool. God. Keep doing that. Okay. I don't have a whole lot of time left on this video. So, okay, I'm gonna pause it. If I see something new, I'll come back. All right, guys, I haven't walked too much further. We might have been in here. Yeah, we were in here. Yeah. Okay. I seriously think this might be the end of this video. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it again. I'll be right back, guys. All right, folks. I am at that point, pretty much where I think I've explored everything I can, and I'm kind of doing like a pick run too, seeing all these offices. Plus, I lost the. Okay, that's the wind. Oh. No, I just heard this. It sounded like a truck rushing by or something. It's the wind. Yeah, I feel like this is the end here for this building. And I feel like we've all gotten to see, I think we're going to see all of it. I really hope y'all enjoy it. I'm kind of lost. I'm looking for the dining room. Again, I want to take some pictures in there. But, and I'll tell you what, this, I don't know what's going on with my boot, but seriously, it's squeaking really annoyingly. It almost sounds like a dog bark or something. It's definitely not loud enough to hear it from outside or whatever, but it's just irritating. So it might be time for some new boots. Yeah, sorry guys, I kind of mean to, but I don't mean to take y'all with me while I'm just randomly walking around places we've already seen. But I'm gonna go ahead and, I guess while I continue to look for the dining room, I'm gonna go ahead and do my outro. So y'all, I really appreciate you watching. I hope y'all enjoyed this. And okay, that's the stairway. That's not where I want to go. Wait, maybe it is. is. I can't even do my outro. Okay. Oh, this is what I wanted. Okay, great. All right, folks. Again, I want to thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. I think this has been a pretty fascinating little piece of history that I've run into. Hopefully I might not do any other buildings today, but hopefully sooner or later I'll be able to explore other buildings. I want you all to be safe out there. I hope y'all are going to have a happy and successful spring. And I never know what to say, but you know I love y'all, and I do appreciate y'all. And I'm going to keep trying to come out with more content. So this is C4 Explorer in an abandoned hospital building. Once again, thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all next time. Have a great day. Goodbye.